Woo! What is going on? I know I'm late. Well, I'm really not late. I told you I was coming on at 9 tonight, so I'm on time. This is quite different than my show. That usually happen at 7 o'clock, but I had some other things that are going on. But I will be came to you tonight. I must admit to you guys, I'm sleepy. But I have a witness. Uh, I'm a little tired, but I'm here. So welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live everywhere. On Podbean, even if this is on delay, I'm here with you on iHeartRadio and Pandora and Google Podcast and I forgot all the other places, but I'm there. If you're live with me now, you know that I am on Twitter live. Let me say something real quick. I've never said this before about Twitter. I always wondered why I could not see Twitter, but yet when I look at the individual platform, which is Twitter, I look and I see I have double-digit views, and what I notice is with the platform that I have here where I could combine all these places into one, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all of these things, what I notice is that I cannot even see the comments, or even if you're on Twitter, I can't even see that, even though I'm there live. If you go to my Twitter page, which is right there at Big Time Lou, for those that want to see it, I'm there right now live, but I cannot see the comments on the platform that I'm on. So I want to apologize to all of you that have been watching me solely on Twitter and wondering why I haven't said anything to you. I don't even know if your comment can happen while I'm there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how it goes, but I know I can't see it from where I am. And so I apologize to you guys. Maybe if you're watching me on Twitter and you have your opinion and you want to be heard and want me to see it, I really would love to see it and respond to some of your comments. You can join me live on Facebook at the Big Time Show page, or my personal page if you follow me on my personal page, or you can go to, of course, to YouTube, the Big Time Show. It's all right there on your on the ticker there for you, and I will see those comments as well. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Gary? What's up? What's up? What's up, Henny? Henny, I just saw something too. Since you there, I just saw something. I saw what you put down, so I didn't. I don't want you to think I didn't see it. I was live. Well, I was in a class actually, and I didn't see it until just now when I went on. We're gonna have to connect on. I did see what you asked, and I didn't. I responded. I don't know if you caught it or not. I didn't know what time you guys were going on. I don't know. But anyway, here I am. Welcome to the Big Time Show. Let's talk real quick. This does not have to be long tonight. Listen, the Cowboys did what just about everybody predicted they would do today. They made a smart decision. I didn't think that Tony Pollard would, come to grips on a long-term contract today. I didn't think they would. It's just no way. I didn't think they would do it, and I knew, most importantly, that they would not let him go to free agency to see what he can come up with. I guarantee you, Tony would have got a nice offer from multiple teams. And to be honest with you, Cowboys, even if at this point, really didn't have a choice but to franchise tag him. What did they have? What do we have left? Ezekiel Elliott is, at this point in his career, in my view, you got to have more than Ezekiel Elliott. It's kind of, he's not in the Derrick Henry category anymore. That's just me. Derrick Henry, you probably can't even name the backup running back for the Tennessee Titans. It's still Derrick Henry's world. There was a point in time it was like that for the Cowboys, but at this point, I just feel like, Zeke can't do it all by himself like he used to. So what other choice did they have but to sign Tony Pollard to a franchise tag if they couldn't do it long term? So Tony, of course, signs for over $10 million. As of right now, he's going to be $10 million on the salary cap. That money will be fully guaranteed, but it's only for 1 year. Tony, of course, is coming off a knee injury, as we all know. We do not know, no matter what nobody says, we do not know where Tony is right now at the moment as far as the health of his knee. We don't know. We don't know if he'll be ready week 1, which is really all that matters, because even if he is ready, he will not be playing any preseason games. He won't be probably doing a whole lot of practice because they have to, of course, protect the knee of Tony Pollard. They have no choice but to do that. So we really will not know, to be honest with you, where and when he will be ready. We don't know that. I don't care what nobody says. They don't know. We don't know. We hope, but we don't know. So I'm happy that we made the right decision, even though depending on what happens between now and when the deadline for trying to negotiate a person that's on the franchise tag, when that until that day comes, either way it goes, we'll have Tony Pollard. Of course, you hope that you get a long-term deal done with him, but it may not. So we're just glad. I'm glad, at least, that we got him, that we did the right thing. Smart decision by the Cowboys. You can't knock the Jones family or whoever, whether you want to give a look, Steven or Jerry, whoever it was. You have to give them credit tonight. Great move by the Cowboys. Now, this opens up a lot of things. What Pollard costs on the cap, that automatically, is to the benefit of the Cowboys if they should make a long-term deal with Pollard. But if not, this, of course, then limits our money in the salary cap. It does. If we can't do it, come to a long-term deal with them, which opens up a whole lot of different questions, and it also clears up, if he has to play on the franchise tag, it would clear up a lot of questions because you obviously would be just slightly limited in money. So some of these people that you and I have dreams of getting, if Pollard stays on that franchise tag, then probably it won't happen. People that you're dreaming about right now, it probably won't happen if he has to stay on that franchise tag. But we need him. There's no question about that. We need Tony. I'm glad he's with us, at least for this year. There's no question, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's with us. Last year, Dalton Schultz was on the tag. Worked out for him. He had a good year. Had a great playoff game. I think he had 3 touchdowns or something like that during the playoffs. So we're glad that, Dalton Schultz is there, but there's a good possibility, obviously, that he will not be with us this year. He's going to get paid somewhere else. No question about it. He's earned the right to probably get a real nice payday somewhere else. I don't think we can afford to pay him the money that he's going to want, which is, some are going to say, well, Dak needs his security blanket, or you better find another one. It's time for Jake Ferguson to go ahead and assume the position now. It's time. And I think that I really believe that we're at that spot now. We got to go ahead and do it. Now, another nice move that was made was the putting. I haven't been with you guys, so most of you guys already know this stuff. The Cowboys put a second round tender on Terrance Steele, which obviously means, to make a long story short, that if the Cowboys, what it does is he can go out and get a contract offer, but the Cowboys can match the deal if they so choose. If not, the team that gets him, the Cowboys, will get a second round draft pick this year for Terrance Steele. Me personally, if you want to ask me, Terrance Steele is a no-brainer signing for us. We got to get him done for several reasons. I believe that if Terrance Steele did not get hurt last year, he was going to make his first Pro Bowl. That's me. He was playing that well. He was knocking people off the line. He was brutalizing people actually off the line. If you don't believe me, just go back and watch some of the film and watch and just single him out. Watch his whole game, and you will see him physically just dominate people. I believe he was getting that respect like that, and I just believe that he was going to make a Pro Bowl this year. Of course, he got hurt coming off a bad knee injury. We need him. Why do we need him? Another reason why is because he's young enough, has a lot of years left to play, barring injury. And most importantly, Tyron Smith will not be with us too much longer. I'm not saying that he won't play with us this year, but I'm saying it won't be too much longer before he really does, become the starter, or being, a no doubt starter. We need Terrance Steele badly. So if a team offers him a crazy amount of money, which is possible, and of course the Cowboys decide not to match it, we will get a second round pick along with the second round pick that we already have. Now, you already know how the Cowboys value draft picks. We already know this. We know we love the draft. And so for all you draft guys who probably want that second round pick instead of Terrance Steele, you can start doing your imaginations, since that's what a lot of you guys like to do. You guys, I already seen a whole lot of you doing the college, mock draft thing and all that kind of stuff. Be careful who you let go of. Let me just say that. You don't find guys like this, they don't just grow on trees. I don't care how many draft picks you got. Some guys are just slightly different. Terrance Steele was really coming on to be a dominant right tackle. He was before he got injured. And you guys can't just find a guy just like he had a Cracker Jack box or something. It just don't work like that. It just don't. And so I really do believe that we really need to lock him up, just like we just did, in a sense, like we just did Pollard. We need him. Dak needs him. Our line is better when he's in there. And here's the funny part. We don't know, just like I said with Pollard, we don't know where Terrance Steele is as far as the health of his leg. We don't know if he'll be ready week 1. We don't know. He may very well may not be ready for week 1. Matter of fact, he may miss a few games. Now, if you think we're going to be very careful with Pollard, man, what in the world you think what we're going to do with Terrance Steele? we have to be super protective of these guys who are coming off these big injuries. Um, it's just no question. We have got to take care of these two guys in particular, but those two are very vital for the future of our team. In my view, we do need him badly. And I think that Cowboys will do a great service if we do sign him coming up. I believe that has to happen if we're talking about really being serious. Now, what happened today, what has Cowboy Nation going completely crazy, is the video with Dez Bryant and DeAndre Hopkins working out together. This is not the first video. There was another video. But on this video, DeAndre says to the Cowboy Nation or whoever he was talking to, he said they're in Dallas. They were in Dallas, or I guess working out or walking together and all that. They weren't working out. They was walking. And DeAndre said, "Hey, I've been hearing my name been in everybody's mouth. What's up? I'm here live now." He was on Dez Bryant's page, and he's saying that I've been hearing everybody my name coming out of y'all mouth. What's up? What's up? I'm here live now. He said, "Come on, talk to me." And so people are really begging Jerry to go ahead and make a move because it's kind of seems like it's kind of obvious that DeAndre, at least his mind is open for playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I told y'all the other week, I refuse to get hype. I refuse to even dream about it. I refuse to get loose. I refuse to do it. I just refuse. Because these are the type of moves that the Cowboys just don't make. They don't. I like that the idea of Terrance Steele. The idea of DeAndre Hopkins and CeeDee Lamb on the same team is a very nasty 1-2 combination. Two dogs. Capitalized in all caps, dog. DAWGS. A dog. DAW. The real dogs. The idea of having those two as your wideout will give a lot of defensive coordinators nightmares. We ain't even talked about Tony Pollard. We haven't even talked about this offensive line. We haven't even talked about Michael Gallup being mixed in that as well. We haven't even talked about the possibility of Turpin being on the offense as well. Once you look at it as far as scheme-wise and talent-wise, the Cowboys would be just about, good Lord. You talking about a lot of yards. You talking about possibly a lot of points. You talking about, some real good stuff going on if he was to sign football-wise. However, with everybody was talking about the trade. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, which is probably what part everybody just keep forgetting about. You got to pay him. And DeAndre Hopkins is not cheap. You got to take on his contract if you take him. I'm about to pull up now because maybe somebody's watching. Maybe maybe you already know it. Got to see it now. What his contract is. And that way we'll know. Okay. He has a He just signed a 2-year, $54.5 million contract with the Arizona Cardinals, and he had a 27.5 million signing bonus when he signed it. And you say a lot of money. He signed a 2-year extension worth 54.4. That's $27 million a year. Am I right about that? Oh my God. He'll be 31 years old. His contract runs through the 2024 season. So if you trade for him, this is what you have to pay. Hopkins will carry a cap hit of $30.75 million in 2023. Okay. He'll have an average salary of 27.2 average in 23 and 24. Okay, so get the picture, y'all. There's just no way. There's just no way that the Cowboys are going to pay. This is why I don't get hyped. There's just no way that you're going to pay him $27 million. And then you got to pay CD coming right after that. I mean, what do you think that CD is going to ask for? I mean, for real. I mean, come on now. That you're asking for it. I mean, you're really asking for trouble then now. If you really are trying to get CeeDee Lamb the following year, and you're paying DeAndre Hopkins 27.4. I mean, I understand you might can restructure it and all that kind of stuff, but as of now, he's getting paid $27 million a year. And CD, what do you think CD gonna ask for? See, that's why I can't get hyped. The Cowboys are not gonna pay a wide receiver $27 million a year. And DeAndre Hopkins is not going to come and play for cheap somewhere. Not gonna happen. That's why I can't get hyped. You know, in Madden 23 on your local Xbox or PlayStation 5, yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah. But in real life, when a real salary cap, you just dreaming. You wishing upon a star, literally. You're wishing upon a star. You really have no realistic hope. It's no way. It's no way. And so I'm not excited about maybe those who think that we really are getting DeAndre Hopkins. I know Dez is doing the best he can. He wants, Dez want all these dogs here, but where the money coming from? Where the money coming from? Until I see it, that's when I'll get with it. I got to see it first. I got to see it. I can't get hype about DeAndre Hopkins just because he walking around with Dez Bryant and he in Dallas right now. I can't get excited about it. I just can't. I can't get excited. I'm sorry. Would I love to see it? Yeah. I would love to see it. I would love to see DeAndre with us. I would love to see it. I would love to see what can really happen with that. But I know it's not going to happen because I know who my owner is. And most importantly, I know how Stephen Jones is. So I can't get hype about it. I'll let y'all do it. I'm not saying it ain't going to happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid. I'll let y'all drink the Kool-Aid. I told y'all the last show, I'm sitting just like this. This is what I'm doing. I'm waiting until week 1 when I see who we lining up with I don't care nothing about the preseason games. I don't care nothing about Coach McCarthy calling offense. I don't care about nothing. All I'm waiting on is week 1, and then that'll let me know who we lining up with. Then I tell you how well we did all season. I don't care about the draft. I mean, I do care about the draft, but that's not. I'm not depending on rookies to get us over the hump. You know, some of these rookies that we getting ready to draft gonna be on the practice squad. I mean, y'all already know that. Some of these guys that we drafted, or that we getting ready to draft, will be only on the practice squad if they make the practice squad. So I'm not hype about it. Okay, I'm not. I'm not hype about DeAndre. I'm not hype about Odell Beckham Jr. I'm not hype about Jalen Ramsey. These are the names you hear. A lot of you guys' names you talking about won't even be knocking on the door. They won't even be knocking on the door of the Dallas Cowboys. The media just saying we gon' just we gonna keep throwing these names out to try to link them to Dallas. Some of these guys ain't even gonna it won't even fly to Dallas. The Bobby Wagners. It would look good for us, but come on now. These guys, you talking about Bobby Wagner coming off another All-Pro season, and he's not coming here for kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits. He ain't playing for that. You got to pay a guy like that. DeAndre Hopkins is getting paid $27 million a year the next 2 years. Come on now. And I understand you can restructure it. I get it. But as of right now, it ain't restructured. You trade for him, you trade for his contract. And his contract says he just got a 2-year, let me see, let me get my numbers right again. He just got a 2-year, $54 million contract extension. I believe I'm right about that. Yeah. Come on now. His average annual salary for 23 and 24 is $27,250,000. Come on now. This is real money we talking about. And y'all really believe that the Cowboys are really gonna do this. I can't. I would love to see it, but I know my team. I done seen them too long. I can't get hype about it because I know how Stephen Jones is. If he does it, he'll prove me wrong. Until then, I'm sitting just like this until week 1. I'm serious. I can't get hype about nothing the Cowboys do because I done seen it too long. If they shop on day 1 in free agency, it'll knock me to the floor. Because the pattern of the Cowboys is that we shop for free agency on day 4 and 5. When they just about to close, turn the lights off in the store. All the good stuff already been bought. This is where you get to the clearance rack stuff. This is when the Cowboys show out. This is when we buy stuff. That's usually day 3, day 4. About those type. That's what we do. I can't get hype. I can't get hype. Everybody talking about these rumors and the Cowboys are gearing up for something huge. What a trade. Oh yeah. Man, please. Stop it. Hey, ATM, I got a I don't know what you use, but I use Restream on this one. I don't know if I got a StreamYard account as well with the network that I'm with. But this is Restream. I have to show you. But there's a button there that all you gotta do is push it, and it asks for background music if you want to use it, and then you keep picking the ones till you do. It's really quite simple, but that's if you use Restream. If you're using Restream, that's all I'm doing. If you got Restream, I'd be glad to show you. All right. What else I want to say? Quickly, because I'm about done already. I don't have it on my notes. Oh, the offensive line. Um, I wish I had it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go and do it. So y'all bear with me. There was something that I saw that was interesting. And this is gonna raise up another whole conversation, but I really don't want to get into this now. But eventually I will. I'm gonna have to come back with this one. I'm about to share this to my page, and I'm going to see if I can pull this up real quick. I want to show you something that just like I said, like really. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get it pinned up here real quick. And I promise you, I will show you what I'm talking about. For some, this is going to kind of blow your mind. And then for others, you're going to be saying, like, really? And you're going to be saying, like, well, what else do we got to do? And I'm trying to get it real quick. And I promise you, I'll close with this. All righty. I'm going to do that. Let's see here. I hope you can see this. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I'm going to do this right now. All right. Give me just a hot second here. I'm forgiving my jankiness, but I want to do that. Y'all hang with me. Let me do this right here. Let's see if y'all see that. Y'all see that? I know you do. I know you see that. I saw this right here earlier. And I said to myself, let me spread that out for you a little bit. Let's talk about this real quick. And then I'm going to leave it alone. All right. You can see, y'all see, it speaks for itself. The Dallas Cowboy offensive line with Dak Prescott under center over his career. I want y'all to look at this. Most of you remember some of this stuff. Particularly, everybody likes to talk about 2016, which is we were just mauling people over running the ball. That was Zeke Elliott's rookie year. Dak Prescott, of course, got the offensive rookie of the year for 2016. Look at this line that we had, okay? Because there's something that needs to be said, all right? A couple things need to be said. One thing is consistent. Look at left tackle here. We ain't got to go through name by name. But do y'all see that slash there? That's because Terrance Smith was always hurt. See, it's always two names. 2016, as you can see. 2017, two names. 2018. Every year since Dak been in, Terrance Smith been hurt. All right. But during all these years, Terrance Smith was a Pro Bowl player with the exception of last year, if I'm not mistaken. And of course this year. Look at the line. All right. And Tyron was pretty much there a whole lot for most of these years. I gotta give it to him, but he always hurt. Ron Leary, who should have got a very underappreciated guard who just knocked people's head off. Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Doug Free. Three of our offensive line in his rookie year were either first team all pros, and definitely all three were Pro Bowls. Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin. You only got 5 positions on the offensive line. 3 of the 5 was either all pros or both Pro Bowls. 2017, same thing. Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Pro Bowl players. Lyle Collins, who was getting better and better every year at this particular time. There was an argument that could be made that he should have been a Pro Bowler a couple of years. You had a dominant offensive line with Dak Prescott. Next year, Tyron Smith, another Pro Bowl year. Joe Looney played well in 2018. Zach Martin, of course, all pro every year. Lionel Collins, good player. Next year, Terrance Smith through 2019. Travis Frederick back, Pro Bowl center. Zach Martin, all world guard. You know, we just stay there with Zach Martin, all world every year. We already know that. But just look at this line. You know, Connor Williams, of course, is where a lot of drama started. Going back to 2019. Tyler Biotis, who's getting better and better every year. Zach Martin, of course, Zach Martin. Terrance Steele finally enters the picture. He gets hurt again, and then he gets hurt next year. What I'm saying is, when you look at this line here, even with Connor Williams, you had at least 2 to 3 Pro Bowlers on this line every year. Every year. Let me go where I'm going, and then I'll be through with it. Dak Prescott has had a lot of benefits that a lot of quarterbacks don't get. That's just the truth. Some of these quarterbacks wish they had this, these type of guys. There's a lot of Pro Bowl appearances in it. What you're looking at right now, there's a whole lot of Pro Bowl appearances in it over those years. Dak has had that. Dak has had a number. He's had a running back that's won rushing championships in Ezekiel Elliott. Dak has had good receivers, Pro Bowl receivers, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb now. Dak has had the latter part of Jason Witten. I mean, we know he wasn't wasn't the Jason Witten of old, but he was still, a little productive. He's had Dalton Schultz. I mean, offensively, what hasn't he had? I'm going somewhere. I just sum it up like this. He's had enough to get the job done. And see, if you notice, when you look at this line here, see all this Zach Martin right there? Do y'all see it? You see Zach Martin? Every year he's there. That's an all-world Hall of Fame guard. First ballot right there. All these years. All these, look at, and then when you go to left tackle, come on down. Tyron Smith, he hurt all the time. He always got a split time. Look at all the years, though. Okay? Look at it. These guys gonna get old. That's all I'm saying. Now you got to start preparing for the next 8 years. You got to get ready for the next 8 years. Dak has had. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's a whole. I wish I could have added it up. How many Pro Bowl appearances happened between 2016 and 2022 just from the offensive line position? I wish I could have. I should have added it up and just hit this thing real hard. Dak has had everything he needs. He didn't get the job done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now we talking about paying Tyron Smith again. Look, if he got to split time every year, as you see over here, if he got to keep splitting time, then it's time to move on. You do me no good if you missing 12 games a year. I'm sorry. Somebody got to call it like it is, man. I'm serious. It's beyond me to think that's what it is. This has been a pretty good conglomerate. Notice the word I use, conglomerate. Yeah. This has been a pretty good conglomerate of an offensive line. Do you know how many quarterbacks wish they had this? Look, y'all see it for yourself, ain't it? Zach Martin made the Pro Bowl every year. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 Pro Bowls. Zach Martin also been All-Pro every year from his rookie year. That's at least 7. Tyron Smith has been All-Pro. Just about, at this particular time, I'll give him about 2 or 3 out of those years there. All pro. But he's been a Pro Bowl at least about 6 of those years. Nobody from left guard, Ron Leary, should have been at 16. Travis Frederick, all pro center. All pro. I ain't even said Pro Bowl all those years. Came back after his disease that he had. I think he made the Pro Bowl the year when he came out. I think I'm right. I mean, we talking about, at least, good Lord. Is it 18 to 20? Dak has had what he needed. What was Zeke Elliott? All pro running back. Zeke Elliott was an all pro and a Pro Bowl running back, Russian champion. Amari Cooper, 1,000-yard receiver. Good Lord. I mean, come on. CeeDee Lamb, 1,000-yard receiver. I mean, the evidence is is piling up on Dak. Like, you done had all this. You had your little coach. Huh? Some gonna say, okay, well, he didn't have a defense. I will give you that. But offensively, he had it all. Scoring 30 a game, and he'll throw for 4,000 yards, and the running backs got over 1,000 yards the same year. The receivers got over 1,000 yards. The tight end dang near had over 1,000 yards. I mean, what else do we need? Huh? I'm just saying, number one, no less than a number of what? 3 offense in the league all these years. And we all shot Kellen. I was one of them. With his situational play calling, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys, I mean, if you ain't the number 1 offense in the league, it wasn't nothing bad being called the number 2 offense in the league or the number 3 offense in the league. I mean, that's pretty good, I mean, come on. At some point, y'all, oh Lord, I know I'm gonna get in trouble. At some point, you got to say, maybe some guys ain't what we think they are. See, when you got it all, you still don't win, and you can't get past the first round with all that right there. Y'all see all that? That's the offensive line. That's just the offensive line. I ain't got to the running backs and wide receivers and all that kind of stuff. I ain't got to that. Sometimes you got to say, what's the problem? We can't get to the second round. I know I'm not blaming Dak for everything, because you'll be a fool to say that. It's a lot of factors that go in, but I'm just saying, some of it is Dak. Y'all know it's the truth. Some of it is Dak. But here's my thing. That's why I'm saying in the draft this year, while y'all trying to get sexy with the 26th pick, you better go get you some offensive linemen, because sooner or later, this little group here, they finna ride off into the sunset. The body can only take so much. Tyron Smith's body just gave out on him a long time ago. He on his last leg. This might be his last year. I don't know why we signed him perfectly. I mean, I get it now why we signed him now, because we need him. Zach Martin has been a rock, but even the rocks, especially at their position, when you're getting older, your body starts to break down. And Zach Martin has paid a serious price to be as great as he is. Sooner or later, it's gonna go down. I mean, that's what we've always seen. Terrance Steele just coming off an injury. I mean, just coming out. Terrance Smith. It's always hurt. See what I'm saying? Zach Martin, we just praying that he can last another year. But he ain't the same old Zach Martin, getting older. Offensive lineman body can't take this off for all these years like this. Come on now. Time for us to reload. That's what I'm trying to say. We've had our best run with this group. All the Pro Bowls, all pros, all it got us was a couple spots in the playoffs with a couple good first round wins, and mostly disappointment. Now it's too late. Now you got Dak Prescott for you. You gonna have Dak Prescott. You gonna have Dak Prescott probably for the next 6. Everybody talking about you better show up this year. You better. Dak Prescott is gonna be here, whether he show up or not. Now they can draft somebody behind him, but Dak Prescott ain't going nowhere. It costs too much to let him go. It costs too much to trade him. It's just not gonna happen. Plus, you can't grow quarterbacks on trees. So no, Dak Prescott is not going anywhere. But what I am saying, this run here just about over with this group, with these group of linemen. So with the 26th pick of the draft, we better go offensive lineman. You just drafted Tyler Smith last year. That's a first round pick. Go ahead and get you another first round pick this year. Guess what? You got 2 first round picks. Tyler Smith look like he gonna be the next a multiple year Pro Bowl player, a possible All Pro left tackle. He's played that well. I'm quite sure he's gonna get better this year. Draft another first round guy. Maybe you rebuild another Terrance Smith and another Zach Martin. See what I'm saying? This group here just about over with. Seriously. Time must move on. So I think that we really have to start looking at that. And in a sense, we got to start reloading. I just wanted to show y'all that. Because see, it don't lie. When you look at all this, it's Hall of Famers in here. Terrance Smith is a Hall of Fame player. Zach Martin, you lucky to get 2 on the same line. You're supposed to dominate when you got these type of guys. Okay? I'm just trying to show y'all that. I don't know what Dak is it is what it is. All right, I'm done for the night. I'm done. I'm not gonna take any calls tonight. I hope y'all forgive me for that. A little tired. I'm supposed to be possibly with West Coast tonight. Am I right about that? Oh, okay. No, I'm not. Well, I was, but okay. I thought I was supposed to be on West Coast, but even then, I don't think I was going to be able to be on too long. I am literally tired. I am literally tired tonight. And I'm going to bed. That's what happens when you get older. You know what I'm talking about? You used to stay up. You used to talk and all that kind of stuff. I can't do it. Not tonight, I can't. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'll tell you what I will do, in fairness, because I don't want to be wrong or nothing like that. I don't want to do calls, but if you want to throw me a question in the chat, you can now. Hey, I appreciate it. I didn't acknowledge my credit. Jeffrey Murray, what's up? For those that are here, Eastside Harold, oh my God. Eastside Harold here. I don't know if Henny is still here. It's Ty, see whoever else was in here. If you got a question, you can just drop it off in the chat real quick. And I'll try my best to answer as best as I can. Let's see what y'all got. I'll wait on you. Some of you might be typing right now. I don't know. But I'll wait on you. It seems like every week there's something new to talk about in Cowboy land as we get closer and closer to free agency. We'll have to see if the Cowboys show up like some people really think they're going to do this year. I'm saying I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. All these, free agents that everybody talking about, I'll believe it when I see it. OBJ, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Cooks, I done heard everybody. Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it. Till then, I'm just sitting here waiting because Stephen Jones says. You like our guys. We like our guys. And they held on to that. We the ones that disappointed because we got these unrealistic expectations. Or we think they really doing listening to us and doing what they ought to do what we ask. Man, they don't care nothing about what we saying. They have a system in place that they believe works. All right. Everybody need to hold on to this so you won't be so disappointed, so heartbroken at the end. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to get that heartbroken. All right, I appreciate everybody that's listening to me. I realize a lot of other people. I can't come on this time because a lot of my brothers on West Coast is on. I think I saw Boss doing something right now, and all of us, pretty much a lot of people all follow the same crew, and people have to pick and choose what they want to listen to. So it's kind of it is what it is. But I had to come on tonight. I know guys were looking for me at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, but I had to do something else. So I came on at this particular time. For those that watch this replay, I appreciate you guys. For those that are listening to this replay, I appreciate all of you hanging with me on this evening. I'll be with you guys. If something breaks, of course, I'll do something real quick, shoot a video, or may come on live and we'll talk about whatever the latest news is. If not, I will see you guys this Saturday, I believe, at 3 o'clock. I'll come back on. We'll talk about some of these things and more. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, those that are on Podbean, this is, the Big Time Show.